And because everything is running from a server installation of EPDM, all permissions set in the Enterprise PDM Administrator tool will take effect in this web client prototype. Now for this demonstration, I'll run through a specific scenario of an engineering manager pushing a document out to a vendor, and then the vendor reviewing the document and starting a specific task or job. So let me log in here. I'm going to do a live demonstration. Okay, so what's compelling about this initial screen is it allows users to have a real-time 360 view of all working documents related to their product data management process. Now, we've listed the number of files in each state per workflow in these pie charts here, as well as on the left-hand side. Now, as a manager, whether I'm sitting in front of my PC or at a client site with my iPad, I'll have full access to all vaulted data. I can switch between the workflows by simply selecting the slice in the pie, and you can see the screen updates accordingly. Or I can select the workflow in the left-hand side. Now, just as easily as I select my inbox in my Google, Gmail account or Hotmail account, I can select pending approval, and I can see that there's 10 files pending approval. Okay, so the pending approval list shows up here. These are the files. I've got it in list view. I can sort by days and state. And I can see here this control box is pending approval. I'll click the control box. Now the file is sent or retrieved from the vault and displayed in 3D here. Of course, we are using the eDrawings product for Internet Explorer. I can also see the data card variables, and I can switch between the configurations. Okay, I'll go back to the preview. Okay, and let's change the state. So I'll release this for production so that the vendor can now see this file. And I'll add a quick comment here. And I'll hit change state. Okay. So as you can see here, the file is updated to release for production. And now I'll log out of this interface, and I'll log back in as the vendor. Okay, so you can see here there's different permissions set. Second. And we can now see, of course, if I go to release for production, that same file, the control box, is now listed here, 0 days in state. It's on my radar as the vendor, and I can begin production. Okay, so we added a number of other features to this product, or this this prototype, and let me show you a few of those. I'll log back out and log in as the administrator. Okay, so one thing we can do is simply navigate down the file structure here as you would any type of Windows Explorer. And you can see here I have the same file listing, and of course all the states listed out here. I can sort by those states. I could even go to a sandbox here, and I can upload multiple files simply by selecting all of them, and it analyzes each one of the files and lists them out, and it will also check in automatically. Let me do one more thing here. I can also change the state of multiple files at the same time. I'll select these. These were, the current state is pending approval, and I'll set these to released and add a very quick comment here. And you can see how easy that was. Okay, one final thing that I do want to show is that this interface is also on an iPhone. Now, we certainly changed the interface a bit to match an iPhone or any kind of mobile device. So you can see here, if I log in with my administrator account again, it's, the navigation is a lot clearer and more geared towards a mobile device. And again, I'm navigating down the same tree, and there's the control box. I can see the image, and I can also change the state here as well. Let's just do that. Okay, great. And so I set that to released.